The Muskegon Museum of Art is excited to premiere this outstanding new addition to our permanent collection, a life-size figurative sculpture by British artist Beth Carter. Titled Minotaur Reading, this cast bronze depicts, in human scale, the legendary figure of the Minotaur seated with a gilt book in his hands. Drawing from myth, fantasy, and her own family history, Carter gives us an artwork that captivates with its raw physicality and expressive emotional presence. The Minotaur is originally from Greek myth and has endured through art and popular culture for centuries. Part man and part bull, the Minotaur is typically depicted as a man with a bull's head, a tradition continued here by Carter. A ferocious beast, the Minotaur lived in a labyrinth on the Isle of Crete and ate human flesh to survive. He is eventually killed by Theseus. The Minotaur is thus most often presented as monster, endowed with human cunning and immense strength, but full of rage and capable of great harm. This interpretation is central to Minotaur reading, a symbol of mythic strength and the potential for violence. The mythic theme of Minotaur reading is carried throughout Carter's works. Sculptures and drawings populated by strange animal-human hybrids. They are the fairy creatures that lurk on the edges of the human world, inviting us to places of wonder and primal, ancient rites from which we might not return. For Carter, these beasts are metaphors for the innocence of youth, of a sense of magic and imagination not yet countered by fear and the experience of true danger. Duality is central to Carter's work. As a counter to the Minotaur's strength and potential for menace, Carter presents the beast as still and hunched, introspectively reading from a book held gently cupped in its massive hands. This Minotaur conveys a sense of accessibility, even vulnerability, a mighty figure limited by its own frailties. This sense of vulnerability is informed by the artist's memories of her father as examined through her own adult understanding. For children, a father can be mythic, immensely bigger and stronger and capable of great anger. But a father is also caring and protective, evidenced by the gentle gaze and hands of Carter's Minotaur. Carter's father was one of 6 children, and often lost in that chaos. He didn't learn to read until his early teens, but once he did, he immersed himself in books, finding a calm center to his life. Carter works in clay, wax, and plaster, sculpting with detailed yet highly expressive mark-making. Beneath the rough skin, she beautifully implies the mass and lines of dense muscle. When her model is complete, the pieces are then cast in bronze at a foundry near to her studio. Minotaur Reading joins numerous other sculptures in our collection, inspired by classical Greek and Roman mythology, including Paul Manship's Flight of Europa, Diana's by Frederick William MacMonnies and Albert Stewart, and Donald Lelew's Sun God. Minotaur is our second sculpture to feature reading and family, after John Wilson's Father and Son. We first saw the Minotaur as a staff in 2019 at SOFA, Sculptural Objects Functional Art, a major annual art fair in Chicago. Beyond the opportunity to see exciting artworks, SOFA is also a great chance to watch people of all ages and backgrounds react to art. At SOFA, we were able to see Minotaur reading with an immediate draw and a popular subject for photographs and selfies. By the end of the event, it was one of the most visited pieces in the show. As we look to build upon the iconic works that define our own collection, we hope the Minotaur will too take its place as a not-to-be-missed favorite. So please, make time to meet at the Minotaur.